Hello, dear students. I welcome you all to Pharmacy Infoline. Today, we will be discussing Diploma in Pharmacy Exit Examination Part 2 video, wherein we will be discussing about the index of the information bulletin which is provided by NBEMS on the official website. What all pointers are there which students are supposed to take into the consideration, as well as we'll be talking about the eligibility criteria of the examination as well as registration process. So in part 1, I will quickly review whatever we have discussed. In part 1, we have discussed about various help desk, helpline numbers, okay, then website, then we have discussed about the mail communication, then SMS communication. We also discussed about the postal mode of communication which is to be communicated to New Delhi office. Then we have seen the purpose. Along with that, we have seen the index. Okay, so again I would like to revise the important dates. Online submission of the applications have already started from 24th of August from afternoon. Then edit window, which we have discussed in the earlier video, will remain available from 16th of September till 18th of September, wherein in this edit window you can edit any information except your name, nationality, mail ID, mobile number and test city. Then final edit window schedule is from 24th of September to 25th of September, wherein you can edit the image uploads, whatever the signature, scan signature, thumb impression, photograph you have uploaded, you have option to edit that in final edit window. Then you will be issued admit card on 30th of September, but before that I forgot to mention in earlier video that you will also be having an demo test by NBEMS only. So student, please listen carefully. A demo test is organized by in BEMS, which will be available on the official website, that is natboard.edu.in, which I have mentioned in the description box, and the demo test will remain available from 20th of September 2024 and onwards. So all of you are supposed to go through the demo test which will be available from the 20th of September. So all to note down this point. And then exam will be on 3rd, 4th and 5th, and declaration of result will be on 4th of November. So moving towards part 2. Part 2, we will first talk about the index part. Okay, so index, if you will see, it gives you an idea to which point, whatever related to whatever point you need an information, you will get that information on that respective page number. So very first we will talk about the introduction. First part of your information bulletin is regarding introduction about the exit examination. Then information to the candidates को क्या क्या precautions लेने हैं, कौन सी चीज़ों को consideration में लेना है, prior preparation क्या करना है before filling up of the application form. All those instructions are there in information to the candidates. Then examination fees. Examination fees point will brief you on how much will be the fees, including GST, excluding GST, then how you are supposed to pay that fees. All these instructions are shared in the examination fees. Then eligibility criteria. You have eligibility criteria which is on 4th point. So in eligibility criteria will be discussed, which we will be discussing now in the part 2. So what all requirements are there before you apply for the exit exam, and as well as for registration with the council. Then we will be talking about the scheme of DPE examination, that is scheme. Now there are two things, scheme of examination as well as along with that examination blueprint and syllabus and all. So scheme of examination will talk about how that exam is going to be conducted, कितने slots होंगे, कौन सा time span होगा, all these details will come under the scheme of DPE examination. Then admit card and test day procedure, how you are supposed to download the admit card, what you are supposed to do once you get the admit card. Then after downloading the admit card and pasting the passport size photograph which is specified, the specifications are given for the photograph in information bulletin, how you are supposed to paste the photograph after downloading the admit card and printing it in the form of hard copy. All those instructions are shared here. Then test day procedure, what all things you are supposed to do on the day of test, starting from the requirements, what all you are supposed to bring, क्या क्या आपको साथ में लाना है, और एग्जाम कैसे कैसे लिखना है, कितने पेपर्स होंगे, उसमें कितने सेक्शंस होंगे, कितना टाइम अलॉटेड होगा, all these things will be informed. Then you will have instructions, then you will have centers for DPE examination. All over India, approximately more than 140 centers are there. The cities are listed tentatively in the information bulletin, and the centers will be informed later or during the filling up of the application form. Cities will be available. Then instructions to fill the online DPEE exam application form. So how you are supposed to proceed for filling up of the application form for the exit examination, all the information from the start to end, it is given here. Then next point will be related to the caution, notice, non-disclosure agreement and unfair means. Okay, so all the related circulars, along with that non-disclosure agreements, matlab whatever unfair means now you people are already aware कि what all unfair means are there. So and as well as अगर वो रिलीज होते हैं या फिर वो पता चलते हैं तो उसके लिए if you try manipulate something, then what all things are there, okay, what all penalties you will be able to pay for that, you will have to pay for that, all these things will be all these things are mentioned here. Then result date, till tentatively they have mentioned about the date when the result will be declared. Then communication protocols, how you are supposed to communicate with NBEMS regarding the queries, the procedure they have given. And then syllabus and exam blueprint, they have mentioned what syllabus will be there, what all subjects will be there, how the blueprint will be there. According to the subjects they have given the marks, that which subject will carry how many marks ka weightage, and accordingly you are supposed to emphasize on the subjects during studies. Then image upload instructions, how you are supposed to upload the image upload instructions will carry the instructions related to uploading not only the passport size photo, along with that scan signature you will have to upload, then thumb impression you will have to upload. So all these details, all the specification, not only size specification, about the clarity of the image, all the things are mentioned in the image upload instructions. So coming towards the next point of the part 2 for exit examination, this gives you an eligibility criteria. So diploma in pharmacy exit examination, as you all aware about the DPEE exam, but at the same time you should also be aware that the regulation name is also different. जैसे आप डिप्लोमा पढ़ रहे हो तो रेगुलेशंस जो है वो एजुकेशन रेगुलेशन 2020 है, वेयर इन द पीसीआई यूनिफॉर्म सिलेबस हैज बीन इम्प्लीमेंटेड ER 2020. So here for exit examination there is exit examination regulation called as diploma in pharmacy exit examination regulations 2022. So this exam will be conducted according to the regulations, these regulations, Diploma in Pharmacy Exit Examination Regulations 2022. Then eligibility for appearing in the examination is, you should qualify first the final examination by the prescribed cutoff date, that is your second year diploma in pharmacy part 2 should be complete and part 3 also should be complete, which is practical training. Part 2 result should be declared by the cutoff date, that is 31st of July. Then only you will be able to fill the form. Then completed the approved course from an institution approved by PCI under section 12 of Pharmacy Act 1948. Now you have studied this act during your studies, that is pharmacy, law and ethics subject, which you studied in your second year. So as per the section 12 of Pharmacy Act 1948, wherever you are passing out or whichever college, it should be approved by PCI. This is the mandatory criteria. That means part 1, part 2 and part 3 completion is mandatory. Part 2 result should be declared by cutoff date 31st of July and then institution should be approved by the PCI. These are the must criteria before you appear for the examination or before you apply, even not appear. When you are going to apply, you should fulfill this criteria. Then registration आपको अगर लेना है, मतलब आपको स्टेट काउंसिल में रजिस्टर करना है, तो to obtain the registered pharmacist certificate, you should not call it as a license, it is called as registered pharmacist certificate. So to obtain that registered pharmacist certificate, there is also eligibility criteria, that now the additional criteria is you should pass or you should qualify the pharmacy exit examination under section 33 of Pharmacy Act 1948, plus your institute should be approved under section 12 of Pharmacy Act 1948, and all the conditions which are mentioned in section 32(2) of Pharmacy Act 1948, you should fulfill those criteria. Okay, so not only that, the last important instruction is the application form which you fill for obtaining the registered pharmacist certificate. Now here we are talking about two different things. Getting the or registering for exit examination is different thing, and registering or applying to get the registered pharmacist certificate is different thing. So students during the interaction they asked a query कि मैडम हमें एग्जिट एग्जाम के लिए इतना हाई फीस है, इट इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 5,900. देन हम लोगों को एग्जिट एग्जाम का फॉर्म भर दिया, मतलब हो गया क्या, हम लोगों को रजिस्ट्रेशन के टाइम पे फीस नहीं भरना है क्या, एंड ऑल दोज क्वेरीज. तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. And then again students came up with some videos, instructions, like somewhere they are talking about like they are going to reduce the fees which they are charging for the application of exit exam, that is 5,900, which is very high. So it is not like that. Till date the circular has not been issued on any such discrepancy or any such reduction in the application form fees. Okay, so you need to pay registration charges separately for during registration for the registered pharmacist certificate, and you need to pay separately when you are applying for the exit examination. So the last criteria for the registration is the applications from accompanied by prescribed fees and the documents as referred in the section 42(2)(g) of the act. Okay, so documents आपको वही documents जो mentioned है वो सारे लगेंगे, application form लगेगा whatever documents you take, that is identity slip, appendix E form, then your personal documents, scanned documents, okay, all those documents will also be needed for the registration. Along with that, separate registration fees is required, or separate prescribed fees by the council you need to pay for the registration. So with this, we finish here regarding the index points and the eligibility criteria for exit exam as well as for the registration. Thank you. Stay tuned for the updated information in the next part regarding the various points which we discussed in the index.